Hi everyone, this is It's Transplanted, and we hope you are having a beautiful day today.
Hi friends, this is week 2 of the Be My Valentine collaboration series that we are in with a bunch of lovely and talented fellow YouTubers. And week 2 is supposed to be a baking or a cooking DIY video. And the cost of all the supplies for the video must be under $10 for everyone's videos that you will see in this collab this week. Their cost will be under $10 to make any of the food items. Our choice this week was to bring you a sweet treat that we have made for years and that we Love and that we affectionately call Don't Go Breaking My Brittle. And if your ears are still intact after that, guys, we encourage you to please stick around and watch us make this awesome sweet treat that we know you will love and that you will love to share with your loved ones. So stick around, guys. Many of the items that are involved in this recipe hopefully you already have on hand in your pantry, but if you don't and needed to purchase each one, the total cost of your bill would be between $9 and $10. We totaled it up and that's what it came to. It's like roughly about $9.80. So it is well within the $10 budget, and we'll show you guys exactly what you need. To begin, you will need 2½ cups of sugar, white granulated sugar, 3/4 of a tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons light corn syrup. This is the Cairo brand, but any brand will do. 1 cup of evaporated milk, and this is the Great Value brand, but again, any brand will do. Pink food coloring and your choice of sprinkles. And for the last part of the recipe, this will come in on the very last part of it, you will need 1 cup of chopped pecans, and you will need a couple of the items repeated in the recipe. You will need 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar, and you will need an additional 3/4 tablespoons of butter. Alright, now would be a really good time to prep your baking sheet. You're going to need a 9x13 baking sheet, and you're going to want to prep this by lightly buttering the surface, and you can either use butter or cooking spray, but just make sure that if it's cooking spray that you spray it lightly, and if it's butter that you just put a very light coating of butter on your surface. Once it's buttered, you should barely be able to detect any of the butter on the surface. There should be no clumps or thick areas. It should all be an evenly buttered pan, lightly buttered pan, and now you're ready to pour your mixture. Alright, add in your 1 cup of evaporated milk into a 3-quart saucepan. That's what we're using, a 3-quart. You could use any size, but the smaller pot really makes you be able to stir better and get around in there good, because you're going to need to continually stir this. So once you get the 2 cups of sugar in there,
You start off on high.
put your butter, just one of the 3/4 tablespoons of butter, and 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup, and you're going to want to stir this on high
Until boiling.
And when it gets to that boiling stage, guys, we'll come back and show you what that looks like. Alright, once your mixture has come completely to a boil, and this is going to take about 5 minutes, and you will have to stir constantly the entire time. Once it has come to a boil, you'll want to lower your heat to medium, and then you're going to want to add that second group of ingredients that we told you about in the very beginning.
The 1 cup of pecans.
That's the 1 cup of pecans.
3/4 tablespoon butter. And 1/2 cup of sugar, granulated sugar.
And get the butter out.
Stirring constantly.
Okay, so we have that second group of ingredients in there now, and now this is going to have to stir constantly for about 15 to 20 minutes on medium, and we're going to come back to you in about between 15 and 20 minutes. We're going to show you exactly what that looks like, and at that time we will also add our food coloring to this mixture, so we'll be back then. Alright, just a quick update. We've been stirring now for about 5 minutes, and as you can see, it's still a very liquid mixture. It hasn't really begun to thicken or anything yet, and that usually doesn't happen until the last 5 minutes of the process. So it will look like this for a very long time while you're stirring it, and you'll think nothing's happening, and in that last 5 minutes you'll see a change in the mixture. So we just wanted to keep you updated, and we'll be back. Alright, we have now been stirring this mixture for about 10 minutes, and now it's safe to go ahead and add your food coloring. And we're going to drop about 5 generous drops of the pink food coloring into the mixture. Get that all stirred in and combined, and you'll want to keep stirring. Don't stop stirring because you do not want to scorch the bottom. And
it doesn't take much to scorch it, so you have to keep stirring.
So once we see that this mixture is about ready, we're going to come back and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, this is it. Now we've inserted a candy thermometer just to show you the temperature. If you do have a candy thermometer handy, it would be a good idea, but if not, you really don't need one because we've made this for years and years and years and we never ever had a candy thermometer. But on a candy thermometer, your temperature would need to be between 250 and 260 degrees, hardball stage, and
you can tell when it's almost ready when the sugar starts to get kind of stuck to the sides of the pot, and it's a little harder to stir.
And as you can see, the mixture just looks a lot thicker than it did to begin with. And now it's going to be time to take this mixture and to pour it out into our pan. Okay, we've poured it onto the buttered baking sheet, and now we're just spreading the mixture all around, getting it evenly all across the pan. And you want to fill your pan completely side to side with it. And then you're going to let it cool completely. Do not try to break this apart while it is even the tiniest bit warm. You have to let it cool completely. Okay, also guys, once you get your mixture spread into the pan, then you're going to want to take your sprinkles and just drop them on top while the mixture is still hot and get it covered completely and evenly. And then, like I said, then you're going to want to let it cool. Alright guys, once your mixture has cooled completely, then here's the fun part. You get to break it up. So you break up your brittle into pretty good sized pieces. You don't really want to go any smaller than that with them. And then you can put these in fun containers to give them away, or you can put them in a bowl for a party, or you can just put them in a Ziploc bag and enjoy them yourself.
And please, just if anybody does have a nut allergy of any kind, please just remind people that there is nuts in this, and at least you would be safe then.
And you don't have to add nuts if you wanted to make this recipe and did not want to add nuts. You don't have to. This recipe is, however, a variation of our praline recipe that we have made for many, many years, and we just kind of changed the recipe around just a little bit to turn it into brittle. So we hope you guys have enjoyed this, and please also remember that this recipe, if you do not have a candy thermometer, takes about between 20 and 22 minutes to complete from beginning to end. And if you do have a candy thermometer, like we said,
it is helpful because you have to get to the hardball stage.
Yeah, and it makes it a lot easier. But like we said, we've done this for years, so if you don't have a candy thermometer, don't fret, Brett, as my mom has always said. You will be able to still make this DIY, and it will be quite enjoyable at the end when you get to enjoy all of this yummy goodness. So let's show you guys really quickly the color that it came out to. Now it's a deep red, and that's good. That's why you want to use pink food coloring to begin with. You do not want to use red food coloring because with the pecans in this recipe, it's going to deepen the color of the mixture naturally anyway. So once that brownish color mixes with your other ingredients, it's going to deepen it. So you want a pink food coloring so that you get to this color.
And so your sprinkles show through.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to put this in a container, guys, and show you guys what this looks like for gift giving if you did want to do that with it. And we thank you guys for watching. And remember, in this world of chaos, confusion, and heartache, God is always with you. And if you're going to pray, don't worry.
And if you're going to worry, don't pray.
Have a great day, guys.
Night.
Stay tuned. This is the final look at our DIY. This is our DIY recipe, Don't Go Breaking My Brittle. And we
Don't go breaking my brittle.
We hope that you guys have enjoyed this DIY and that you will try it for yourselves. We really hope that you do give this DIY a try, because once you taste it, you will want to make this. This will be a family favorite that your family will come to love and expect you to make often. So this is, like we said before, this is a variation of a praline recipe. So you know that's going to be super yummy, and it's very easy to make, and it only from beginning to end it's only about 22 minutes, guys, so that's worth it in any recipe. So this is just an idea of how you could present it, and it's just one of those little Valentine takeout containers that you can get pretty cheap anywhere. I believe we got this at Walmart. And
I have already put the stamp of approval on it, guys.
yes, it's very yummy. And I'm touching this with clean hand, guys. You know, I'm a self-confirmed germaphobe, so I would not be touching that with dirty hands. So my hands are clean. So just remember, guys, that there are other fabulous ladies in this DIY collab, and we would appreciate you checking them out. Their videos will be up at the same time that this one is posted, so you should be able to go and check them out as soon as you're done with this one. There is Lilleybugglane, DeevineDeezine, Kaelyn Cooper, Julie's House, Gray Power 60, ThriftyFifty, and Crafty Jacki. And their links will all be in the description box below for you to be able to just go click on their link and see their wonderful DIYs that we know they have planned for you this week. And we invite you guys to please meet us back here next Friday to see the final series, the final edition of the Be My Valentine series. Our final videos will be posting on February 12th, and we hope that everyone comes back here to see what we have planned and what all the other channels have planned as well. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all of you very, very much, and we hope that you enjoyed this DIY. And
yes, guys, we hope y'all have a good evening.
happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.